One of the most common errors for people when they clean or when they snatch is that they don't finish their pull. And oftentimes they don't think that this is an error, or they don't even realize that they're doing it. And I'm talking about what many would refer to as the donkey kick. If you get into the habit of performing cleans and snatches like this, your long-term progress will stall out quickly. When you do this so-called donkey kick, you don't complete full hip or knee extension. I tell athletes that I'm working with this who struggle to get full hip and knee extension that it's almost like trying to jump like this. You're severely limiting the amount of force you're applying to the ground. This is going to make adding heavier weights to the bar much harder, even though reps like these can look explosive to people who aren't as familiar with the lifts. Some athletes will even say that they feel faster when performing cleans and snatches this way, but that's only because they're using relatively light weights that don't require maximal force to be produced. The other issue with performing reps this way is that it can make the timing of receiving the barbell in the catch position very inconsistent. Okay, so how can you go about fixing this? There are two cues that I find very helpful for a lot of people who struggle with this. One of them is to quote, pull longer. The other is to quote, get taller. And some exercises that I think you could add into your training would just be more clean pulls, more clean high pulls. And when you do this, you should think leg drive through the toes. And thinking about pulling through the toes can be very helpful for a lot of people. And the last thing that I would add is that when you do these pulls, think about having a backwards lean to you as well. This will help emphasize extending the hips and the knees fully. And when you make this correction at first, it's going to feel really awkward, but in the long term, it's going to help you add a lot more weight to the bar.